Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Beauty with Ty. I know I'm looking crazy today with my hair, but that is the point of this video. The point of this video is for me to talk about, just like I mentioned in my last video, how I was waiting for my new hair and I was so excited and couldn't wait to get it. Well, here it is. This is my 360-degree lace closure, I guess you want to call it. Here it is. I don't have it taped down at all. I mean, I don't have it glued down. I don't have it sewed down or anything like that. I just slid it on just to show you guys what it looks like. And I would install this on camera, but I don't think my camera's built for that. It might be. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet, but I just, since this whole 360 lace frontal is like new to me and it's my first time using it, I don't know if I want to do this on camera. So I'm just going to talk about it. I'm going to show you after I apply it, after it's all done and everything is finished. I'm going to show you the end result of what it looks like. But for now, I just wanted to show you guys that I did get it. It arrived today. I won't say arrived because it did come and it came pretty fast. I ordered it from this company called Mrs. Beauty. Here's the package that it came in. And it came within 2 days. I ordered it on the 7th. It was at my door on the 9th. Problem was, I missed the FedEx truck because they came like awfully early. I wasn't expecting it. Like, usually I'm kind of on that kind of stuff, but somehow I missed it. And, you know, he ended up leaving a door tag, and I didn't want to play the whole, you know, catch up, like, you know, sit and wait and, you know, that whole thing. So I decided that I would pick it up from the post office and just not do, you know, deal with that whole thing. But I did get it today. I'm so happy because they said that they were going to ship it out on Monday if I couldn't, you know, get it Friday or whatever. So I made sure they were open today on Saturday. So I made sure that, you know, it was picked up, and I'm so happy, so excited. I have been wanting this for a long time. I'm not new to frontals because I don't know if you've seen, like, in my other videos, that's what I have on. I had on like the ear-to-ear frontal, and you know, I've you know, pretty much always worn them, so I'm not a stranger to, I'm just a stranger to this style, being that it goes all the way around to the back. That's the part that I'm kind of new at. And then also in the middle, you know how it has the, like, I have it rolled up, but you know how it has the lace in the middle. So if it's your first time or you don't really know much about it, you kind of want to take your time, and I'm kind of going to show you. Last night I did the braidings in the middle. You can see here I braided all my hair down, and you see there's this opening in the middle. I don't know, maybe it should be better for me to turn around. But this is how it looks in the middle. These are the braids. And you just got to be really careful because you don't want the frontal to like start like wrinkling up, or for you to get like folds and different stuff like that in it. So you got to be really careful on how you sew it, and you know, where you start first and all that whole crap. I don't have any eyebrows, any makeup, anything on. It's just me raw and in full effect. But hey, this is about my hair today. So like I said, you just want to make sure you start in the right spots. You know where to start sewing it down. You got to be careful because you have to, if you don't want to put glue on your hair, you have to sew it down, you know, around the edges. You know, find your braid all around the perimeter and also the middle, and not just the outer part of the lace. Well, I don't have that much lace here. I mean, they're all different. It depends on what kind of company you order from, but on this one, And I hope I have it on the right way. I mean, I was kind of confused because I thought maybe that it was on backwards. But I don't know. This to me looks to be the temple, so I guess it's right. But it hasn't been plucked. Like, I didn't pluck any of the hairline yet because I didn't even dye it yet because it's on the package here. It has like a lot of directions, and it was like how to wash the hair, wash and condition hair regularly, add shampoo, add conditioner, soak for 10 minutes, dry with a towel, put hair in a ventilated place, no exposure. If the hair knots, use olive oil. Do not rub when washing, it says. Also, don't use a dryer. Dry it naturally. This one here says do not hang. Dry, lay flat on a table. So it just had all of these directions. Usually what I usually do is, like with my frontals, my ear-to-ear frontals, I usually dye them. I usually dye them black because, you know, if you've ever like worn like any type of like virgin hair, or you know, this human hair weave or whatever, you know, it naturally comes out this brownish color. When you get it, it's always going to be brown. It's never going to be black unless you get it customized where, you know, they already do this stuff for you. But normally it's going to come brown. I normally dye it. I usually get a semi-permanent black dye. Sometimes I get the bluest black, blackest black, whatever, and I dye it. But with this being that it has so much lace on it, I don't think I really want to fool with that. I know eventually I probably will, because you just got to be careful. I mean, I know I can put on some gloves and really take my time and like put the dye in there, like, you know, section by section, and really be careful about, you know, not getting it on the lace. But I'm just, being that I have to do so much sewing and cutting and really getting this thing right, I'm not going to do all that. I'm not even going to do that to myself. But normally I do. Also, it came with, I'm sitting on the hair. It came with, supposed to be 18 inches of the hair of a bundle came with the closure. Came with this 360 closure. So, you know, I thought it was a pretty good deal to get them both. I mean, far as I haven't like put any heat to it to really find out, like, you know, the texture of the hair, you know, will it really curl, will it really hold a curl or anything. I notice it's pretty thin, but usually when the longer the inches, the thinner, you know, the weft or whatever. But I was really appreciative about the fact that it did come with at least one bundle. I could have ordered another bundle. I didn't. The reason why I didn't is because I have a small head. And you do have to be careful with that, because I think all closures, I'm not going to say all, but mostly from what I've seen, most of these 360 closures just come in one size. So depending on if you have a big head or a small head or whatever, it's the way you get it is the way it's going to be. I've seen other videos where people said that they cut them. I don't know if I'm not ready to do that yet. So I'm just going to do the best I can. I'll probably just end up, like I said, I have a small head. I'll probably end up folding it over if I need to. But if it causes like a wrinkle or, you know, to fold up, I'm not going to do it. But I'm just going to do the best I can. Like I said, the reason I just stuck with the one bundle is because I got a small head. Once this closure, even the ear-to-ear frontal, lace frontal, that pretty much took up so much of my head that I really only needed two bundles. And that's just with a ear-to-ear closure. Now, we talking about this one that goes all the way around. So, for me, one bundle is enough. I don't need, like, most people say, well, you need at least 3 bundles or 4 bundles. It all depends on what you like. Some people don't like a lot of hair. Like me, like I said, I have a small head, so why should I have like mounds of hair on my head? I get hot. I don't know about nobody else, but I feel like sometimes I overheat. So I can't have too much hair. You know, at my job and how I work, I sweat. So for me to have that much hair on my head, I don't need it. This bundle for the amount of hair that's on this closure, on this 360, you know, lace front or closure, whatever you want to call it, I feel like this is enough right here. Like, it's not enough to wear by itself. But once I add this in there, I feel like that's just more than enough. Me personally, I love to wear my closures up. Like, I either braid it. You can go check out my other videos. You may see I have them braided straight back. Sometimes I wear the 2 braids. Mostly, I like to put the hair up. Because like I said, I usually get hot a lot. I sweat. So I don't really prefer, you know, this hair to be down in my face, getting, you know, sweaty. And I'd rather have it up. As long as it looks right and everything is, you know, straight around my edges and in the back, and I'm cool. I'll wear it up in a minute. I'll wear it up more than, I don't even really, I used to always curl my weaves like constantly, flat iron, you know, use the wands and different things like that. And I just found that it just burns, it wears the hair out a lot quicker than need be. Like, you find yourself, if you take care of a good closure or a good frontal, you can really keep that frontal for a very long time. If you keep, you know, keep up with it, keep washing it, keep conditioning it, you know, straighten it out, just take care of it, you can keep using it. But if you apply heat to it like every day, every other day, a couple times a day, it's not, you only may get like 6 months, 6 to 8 months out of that closure. And for the amount of money that these things cost, I don't think it's worth it. Just like I still have a hard time with plucking, you know, my closures and stuff, because I just feel like I just paid all this money. Why am I going to sit there and just pluck all this hair out of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll do it a little bit, but I've seen people like take most of the front just out. And I also feel like that along the way, it's going to shed. Like, another reason why I really don't do that, because the hair, after it's new, it's like all puffy. But after a while, it kind of sets. And then this is what I noticed from my experience. It kind of, you know, it's not as puffy, you know, after you wear it and, you know, you start putting sprays and all that kind of stuff. It won't be as puffy as it was. And I feel also that they shed. So if I'm going to pluck like 5% or 7% of the hair off of the hairline, what if it sheds? Like, I'm going to lose a lot more hair than I remember my daughter had one that shedded so bad, I called it Caillou. It looked like the poor thing had cancer. I mean, it had bald spots galore in it. And I'm like, see, I can't do that. Like, the amount of money that these things cost, I just can't sit there and just pluck half of the perimeter off of it. I just can't do it. I mean, it can be full all around the edges or whatever. I don't care. I'm just not plucking all of it out. So yeah, I'm going to show you what it looks like off of my head, but I'm going to go off of camera and put this on my head because I got braids in, and I can deal with being on camera with no makeup, but being on camera with these braids, But I'll be right back. Better, and I'm back. My little cat. Okay, so this is what it looks like off of my head. And I'm going to turn it inside out. Looks like this. This one came with the adjustable like clip strap. I don't know if you can see. And I already put it like to the fit of my head. So, and the rest of this is just lace. This is the part that's going to be in the top of my head that I have to sew down. So, like I said, I would do it on camera, but I don't know if my camera is built for that. So, plus, I don't know, that whole thing, I got to get my angles right. You know, it'll take a long time. Eventually, I probably will do my hair on camera. I don't know what. But since this is my first time, I don't really want to try that yet. But I am going to do a video after I'm done and all of that and tell you, you know, if it was easy or what I had to do to make it fit, if I got any crinkling, all that kind of stuff. So I will, you know, do an update. But that was just, this is one of the gifts that I bought myself. after, like I said, I got the kids out of the way and made sure that they had their stuff. And anything else that I wanted, I said I was going to get, which was makeup, this lace, 360 lace closure. I always want somebody, you know, you might say, well, who wants hair for Christmas? Me. Because if it has anything to do with beauty, you can count me in. Hair, makeup, yeah, that's me. So, yeah, I wanted, this was one of the gifts that I wanted. So, I was just talking about this with one of my coworkers, and I'm like, I'm going to get that. I just got to get it. Because I was already wearing the closure the same way. The ear-to-ear closure, I was already tying my hair up in a bun anyway. Before, I ain't going to say before, well, yeah. Since I've been wearing a closure, I've always been, and I didn't, obviously sometimes I could, depending on how I sewed the back of my hair. Sometimes I wore the back up, not all the way high up, but just, you know, I'd have a hump, but you couldn't see, you know, where the hair started at. I mean, you couldn't see the lace or anything like that, or the track. But, or sometimes I would just wear the back down and just put the top into a little bun or just braid it. Like, that's why I like these, because they're so versatile. It's so much you can do with them. You're not just stuck with one style. And like I said, if you're not going somewhere or going out all the time, like out to dinner or to the clubs or whatever, it's no need to really just sit there and curl your hair every day or flat iron it, putting heat to it. It's no need for that. Like, I'm fine with just the braids or the bun. You know, you could go to the gym, put it up in a bun and go to the gym. And another thing I've noticed too, since I've been wearing, I stopped getting perms because I had a whole episode with getting perms. I used to perm my hair so much, like every month I was perming my hair. Why every month? I don't know. I guess this is texture of hair that I have made me think that I needed a perm like every month. So my hair got so badly damaged that it had turned into like a, I don't know, it was just rough. I mean, I couldn't get a comb. It was like this middle section just turned to a, I don't even know. Like, I couldn't even get the, like, I would comb it and it just would hurt so bad. Like, my scalp would be like, oh. And it just, and then I would try to keep permanent, just something, I need to straighten this out, but it did not work. So it was just damaged. It was dead. So what I did was I got my uncle to just cut it all off. Like, take your razors, and I'm like, he like off? I'm like, it's off. Like, it's damaged. Like, I can't do anything with it. Even the perm wouldn't straighten it. So it was horrible. So I just watched my hair just fall on the floor, and it hurt, you know. And I felt kind of bad for my husband, because I'm like, you know, I don't have any hair on my head, but I always wore weave. So even though I was perming my hair a lot, I still wore weave. Like, I would wear the 27 pieces or a ponytail or whatever. Like, I just always wore weave my whole life. If you know me, you know that I wear weave. I always do. My real hair is thin, like really, really thin. Like, I could take it out now, put a perm in it, and you could just blow it, you know. So my hair is thin, so I just always wore weaves because I like the thickness of it. But since I stopped getting the perm, so for like the last year and a half, I stopped putting perms in my hair. I did start putting like what do you call that, the S curl, like for the kids, or like, you know, for the boys. I would use that because I felt like that was a lot more softer. It wasn't so harsh. So I would use that just to straighten it out a little bit. I wouldn't even leave it in there that long. Just maybe every 3 months I put an S curl in it. And so I'm like, you know what, and I was bad with the hair glue. I'm sorry for going on and on, but that's a whole, my hair and these struggles has been going on for years. But yeah, I was doing the whole glue thing. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to stop with the glue. And I'm going to stop with the perms. And that's what I did. And I find that my hair is really growing. Even now, when I was braiding it last night, I couldn't believe at the thickness. All I do is I take it out, I wash it, condition it, and I just braid it. And I put the weave in. And I oil my scalp with like coconut oil. I have a jar like the coconut oil. And I just put it in my hair. And I just do it. Like, I just braid it. I'll get the weave, I'll sew it, and I'll just wear it like that. And I'll just keep doing that. And I noticed over time my hair is getting thicker. It's getting, not so much the edges like I've always had, and I'll just show you a little bit. Still have the damage from the weaves. See, I don't have a perm. Still have all the damage from the hair weave and the glue. You know, so that hasn't really come back yet. And my hairline is like really back there. I got a forehead. But me and Tyra don't care. Tyra Banks, we don't care about our forehead. So anyhow, yeah, so I just decided I would just stop with the glue and the perms and just try to go natural. But I'm going natural, but only under the weaves. Don't nobody know I'm going natural. I'm just going natural, but you can't see it. So anyhow, yeah. I stopped doing the perms and the glue. Even just my last video, I have on like I think that's, I don't know, it's bump hair. I got 27 pieces like around the sides and in the back, but I think the top is like the bump hair. 321 or whatever the heck that's called. 42, I don't know. But it comes in a box and it's real fluffy. Like, I like that hair. So I had that in, but I did it on a cap. I used the neck strip. I put it around my head. I did glue that on, but I can go get that hairstyle right now and put it back on because it came off. You know, it could come off and it didn't stick to my hair at all. So it all depends on how you do it. So, you know, like I said in my last video, I knew I wasn't gonna keep that style on because I already knew it was a wig. You know what I mean? I made it, and like I can keep it, save it, put it away. And when I take this off, if I wanted a couple days just to, because at night I'll let my hair breathe. You know, not if I have like on a closure, because you just can't really let your hair breathe. Once you sew it down, it's on there. But like for times when I take it off and I want to wash and condition my hair, I can like grab a wig like the little short style I had. But at night I can just take it off, you know, and just, you know, walk around my little braids or my stocking cap or whatever, and just let the hair breathe. But, you know, you need that, your hair needs that every once in a while. But as far as the company, Miss Beauty, I haven't used this yet. I am going to use it probably tonight. They also were nice enough to throw in some eyelashes. I thought that was so sweet. Thank you. I'm gonna, because actually I ordered from Amazon. I always say I order a lot of things from Amazon. I just do. I've seen a lot of 360 closures on Instagram, and I could have ordered some of those, but like I said, I'm new to these 360-degree closures, and I just didn't really feel like spending a whole lot of money on something that I didn't know nothing about, or nothing that I never tried. At least I would like to spend less money and, you know, try it out and see what it's like and get the hang of it before jumping in there paying a lot of money and don't know what I'm doing and then mess it up and then can't use it. You know what I'm saying? So this wasn't that expensive. I mean, it was reasonable for, you know, what these go for, but it just wasn't a car payment, you know? So, like I said, I like they ship really, really quick. Like I said, I ordered it on the 7th. On the 9th, it was at my door. Even though I missed them, it was here. And like I said, they was nice enough to throw in these eyelashes. I got to go on Amazon and thank them. I'm doing it now on camera, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to write it. You know, write some feedback and tell them, like, I really appreciate the quick shipping, because the FedEx truck would not leave that here. Because at first I got upset. I'm like, oh, I didn't know they was coming. Oh, it was so early, blah, blah, blah. You know, why didn't he just leave it in the screen? You know, but I'm glad he didn't leave it in the screen, because had somebody had taken it, then I would have been upset with them. So they did right. They wanted a signature. They just didn't want to leave it without a signature. And I understand that, and I respect it. And I thank them, because it came, and it came really, really fast. So fast that I wasn't even looking for it. So that's just a tip right there. If you want to check them out, I'm going to leave them a feedback, and I'm going to thank them. Like I said, I really don't know exactly how good this hair is, because I haven't put any heat to it. I didn't try to dye it. I usually try to dye it black, but I'm just not going to mess with it. You know, I got to really first figure out how I'm going to get this on my head and get it right and make it look right. And when I do, and I'm thinking about wearing it into a ponytail, like the hair that I just showed you, the bundle. You know, I want to wear it all up, and then the ponytail is pretty long. So I just think it's going to be cute. Like, I cannot wait. So that's just my little short rundown on my 360 lace closure, and I'm going to come back with an update and show you the finished look. So guys, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you learned something, if you like it, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.